Good wishes to you all. Consequences of human actions. Acts with double effects. Now we turn to the question of the consequences which follow human actions. There are some actions which have both good and bad consequences. These are known as acts with double effects. The problem is that it is difficult to decide whether such actions are good or bad. For resolving such questions, moralists moralists have proposed the following general principles. The action which produces the double effects must be either good or indifferent. If it is inherently bad, it can never become good and will continue to be bad. The good effect must be direct, that is, it should not happen via a bad effect. The intention or purpose of the act must be good. There must be a reason or cause upfront for performing the action. The good effect must be proportionately much more than the bad effect. In acts with the double effects, the main problem is to decide whether the good effect is the outcome of the bad effect. In that case, the act becomes bad. If the good effect persists when the evil effect is removed, then the good effect is not caused by the evil effect. In case of doubt, one needs to make certain that the good effect is not subordinated to the bad one. The point to note is that for a double effect to be good, the good effect should not be caused by the evil effect. A few examples will help in explaining the principle of double effect. Saint Thomas Aquinas first formulated the principle and illustrated it with an example of self-defense. X is attacked by Y. While protecting himself, X kills Y. The good effect is that X saved himself. The bad effect is that Y got killed. Aquinas regards the act as good since X did not intend to kill Y. It happened as an unintended consequences or byproduct of his self-defensive action. Aquinas, however, made it clear that the force used in self-defense should not be excessive, but just sufficient to serve the purpose of saving X. The currently popular term collateral damage refers to action with double effects. It takes comic form in motive. Sorry. It takes comic form in movie car chases in Y, which villains pursue the hero and the heroine, but in the process, drive halter skelter the people sitting in wayside caves. Our next example is from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. The terror bomber aims to bring about civilian deaths in order to weaken the resolve of the enemy. When his bombs kill civilians, this is a consequence that he intends. The tactical bomber aims at military targets while foreseeing that bombing such targets will cause civilian deaths. When his bombs kill civilians, this is a foreseen but unintended consequence of his actions. Even if it is equally certain that the two bombers will cause the same number of civilian deaths, terror bombing is impossible. As we mentioned earlier, actions with double effects should produce many more beneficial than harmful effects. This is the standard traditional philosophical view. Criticisms of the doctrine of double effect. Moral agents are responsible for all the anticipated consequences of their actions. If moral agents can foresee the two effects of their actions, they have to take moral responsibility for both effects. They cannot evade responsibility by deciding to intend only the effect that suits them or the good effects. Some people, those who believe in moral objectivism, argue that intentions of individuals are irrelevant and that morality cannot decide the rightness or wrongness of an act by looking at the intention of the person who carries it out. In their view, some acts are objectively right or wrong, and the intention of the person who carries out those acts is irrelevant. However, most legal systems regard the intention of a person or mens re in legal terminology is a vital element in deciding his culpability and the gravity of the crime, particularly in cases of causing death. Thank you.